Alright, so this is a playthrough of Mortal Kombat 2, and playing as Shang Tsung, obviously. So I recorded this video first. I kind of thought I might upload it without commentary, and then I thought maybe I'll do one with. And I did a playthrough with commentary, and it was okay, but I thought I could have played it a little better, so... Yeah, so here we go. First character's not too bad. One of the few that you can get away with some stuff. You can technically just duck and low punch or uppercut if you want. You can get double flawless without too much trouble. Even though I didn't do it in this clip, it's alright. The deep freeze, and then yeah, do his ice shatter fatality and hold low punch and low kick before that uppercut connects, and it converts it into the Deadpool fatality. That's the thing about the Deadpool fatality, is it's not... We always thought it was hold low punch and low kick and an uppercut, which is the way you can still do it, but technically it just... When the uppercut connects, it looks to see if you're holding those two buttons. So you can actually do an uppercut and then very quickly hold both lows and you'll get the same effect. That was a missed 2 high punches into high kick. Pretty satisfying when you nail it, but so I'm kind of just doing fatalities as I like whoever I am at the moment. Like in that instance, I morphed back right then. I was like, well, I could morph into somebody, but I didn't have a particular one I wanted to do, so just go straight for the Soul Steal. Now against Kung Lao, you can just throw double skull, and he tries to teleport behind you, but if you're in the corner, he ends up right in front of you. I actually found that on accident. I'm not sure when. It feels like a couple years ago. Maybe it was like 10 years. I don't know. my perception of time is not the best. But yeah, he just spammed some skulls. And yeah, classic Dragon Bite. Did it at the last second, pretty much. Maybe later, and it would have already said Shang Tsung wins. I always like doing most of my fatality motions in the air. I guess it just comes from the short fatality time. You didn't have... See, I kind of like casually walked up and did that one, but most of the time you don't have time for that, so you have to, especially if you're long distance away and it's a close range fatality, you've got to basically just jump towards them and go ahead and start doing the inputs and time it so that right when you land, you do that fatality. But yeah, man, love Shang Tsung in this game. He's actually look at that. I was like, I couldn't remember what fatality I did. The fact that I took the time to morph into Kung Lao, take a step back, and still pull that off. And oh yeah, catching that uppercut, man, that's satisfying. All right, so this right here, that looked easy. That's very tricky. So Liu Kang is a jerk, but I love playing as him. I think he's like the most improved character from MK1, but if you jump at him, close range, he does a straight up jump kick, and if you are a little distance away, oh yeah. Man, I remember seeing that the first time in arcade, freaked me out. I was like, what in the world? Yeah, that... turning into the boss. So yeah, Liu Kang, if you're kind of a little ways away from him, he'll catch you with the air fireball instantly, and if you're too close, he does straight up jump kick. But if you space it perfect, he'll still do the fireball but miss. So yeah, okay. So against Baraka, a couple cool things. You saw Kung Lao. You can dive kick him right in the face, or you can dive kick over him. And then when you're on the other side, you could uppercut him, or I like doing the spin, but I didn't press it enough times. That move doesn't hit right away. And then I morphed back before I could do the hat toss. And then yeah, so Scorpion, you bait out the Blade Fury, and if you're in the corner, you can't teleport around, so you can do this loop. Yeah, there was a slight pause there. I was expecting to change back right then, right when I finished the uppercut, so I was going to turn into Reptile and do his fatality, so I was already in that spot, and I was like, oh, I didn't morph back, so I went ahead and did the Scorpion one. Love that one. But yeah, you can do that regardless of Scorpion. You can jump at Baraka and teleport, but all you'll get is like the teleport punch damage. And if you do it wrong, you actually will teleport around and land back in it. It sucks. And then this right here, that's if you pace your high punches, you like slow them down. I know other people found that too, but like anytime I say I found something, understand that I understand that other people also found it or probably found it. But all I'm getting at is that nobody taught me these things. Like, I used to play this all the time back in 6th grade. So you only had so much money, you know? And so you had to try to figure out like what works. I love that Kung Lao fatality. It's pretty simple, but one thing I loved in MK2 is you had a couple of fatalities that had 2 parts. One is Sub-Zero's Shatter, which I turned into a glitch version at the beginning, but I love letting that one roll legit because it's 2 parts. You do the deep freeze, then you do the fatality, and then that Kung Lao one, you throw the hat, but it won't kill him unless you press up just before it gets to him. It's great. So Mileena you saw a minute ago, she also wants to do instant air projectiles, but hers comes out slower, so it's way easier to catch. I don't even remember what fatality I do to her. Yo, class. I always love doing that one in the arcade because people be like, "What the hell?" It's a place I used to play it. They had on a big screen, and I used to do that, and people would be like, "What?" So what it is. It's just a throwback to a glitch in Mortal Kombat 1. So whenever you do Johnny Cage's head punch fatality, there was like this very brief moment, probably a frame or two, I don't know exactly, but a very brief moment as he's recovering from that, going into his wind pose where it'll still accept inputs from you. So that's how you can like punch him in the balls after you do it, or do the fatality a second time. But you could do it 3 times. I only ever did it twice. I don't remember ever doing 3 of them, but I don't remember what I do on this one. I just love having everybody's fatality. Oh yeah. Love it. Old friendships. So yeah, the only things you can't do with Shang Tsung are friendships with Johnny Cage, Reptile, Sub-Zero. But Sub-Zero and Reptile's friendship, they're all the same. They're the same as Scorpions, right? So you kind of got that covered. So really, you just can't do Johnny Cage's where he does the autograph because you have to press punch in order to turn into him. But you can still do Mileena's. Like, to morph into Mileena, you hold high punch and let go. But as long as you're holding high punch before the round starts, it doesn't count as having pressed the button. So you can let go of it, turn into her, and do her friendships. Oh man, I wanted to do the jump throw probably. Oh yeah. Always love Johnny Cage has his sunglasses on for that. I don't know if it was an oversight or what, but I just like the idea of like, he doesn't have his sunglasses on and then he's gonna die and he knows it, so he wants to go out and be cool. So the shades like just appear on his face. But there's also a discrepancy for Liu Kang whenever you do a finish move on him because he doesn't have his wrist guards on that sprite. So what else? Yeah, I get it. Okay. Yeah, I was just doing low kicks so that we could fight Jade. You just have to win the fight Using only that button. No blocks, no nothing. Now Jade is just a fast katana with only a fan as a special. She doesn't have the fan lift, or so she doesn't really do anything special. Projectiles go through her, and she throws a fan and walks fast, throws you. But that's about it. I always love this music though. Really creepy. I actually wonder if it was intended for something else and they put it in here, or if they wrote this specifically for this. It sounds kind of like a, I don't know, like music you would have for the continue screen, or maybe the game over screen. That's kind of what it sounds like to me, but yeah, so I like that with Mileena, right? You can, Jade throws a fan and you just roll underneath it. And then of course, I mean, everybody knows this. Everybody figured this out. If you played this in the arcade, you learned jumping backwards. Baited them to jump at you. Everybody figured that out. You had to, man. There were so few things that would work. Computers cheat, man. Throw you out of moves that you can't be thrown out of, and cheat on reaction times and everything. Super cheater. I love Sub-Zero in this game. You can't ever use this regular ice. It's useless in I guess the computer. You can only use the ground ice. Unless you're interrupting a move, you know? Like if Mileena did a drop kick and you blocked it, or speaking of Mileena, then you could do it. So yeah, every once in a while I gotta do that just to kind of balance it out. So I didn't want to lose. But I mean, you could do that through the whole battle plan, but at that point it's like, what's the point of playing? I don't find it fun. I was wondering if I was, oh yeah. I was wondering, because I was like, why didn't I juggle as Scorpion, double high punch, and the spear? I think I was planning to do a friendship, and then I was like, nah, I didn't ever do reptiles. I love that setup with Reptile. You do these high punches, push them back, up down high punch to turn into him, and then you're at the perfect spacing. You just have to be careful, man. Like, you can't do fatalities instantly in this. I do that sometimes. I try to treat it like MK1 and do an instant fatality, and it doesn't come out, so you gotta wait just a second. Yeah, for me, man, Kitana's the main one for fighting this jerk. That roundhouse was not intentional. That was supposed to be a jump away kick. It looked pretty cool though. Looked like there was no fear there. But I find Kintaro to be like a real hit or miss kind of character. Like sometimes I'll just beat him on the first try, and then if I don't beat him on first try, then it's like, alright, I get stuck on him a little bit. And same with Shao Kahn. It's like sometimes he's kind of easy, and then other times it's like, nah, you're gonna have to fight him multiple times. I love this like comeback, dude. I've been on danger this whole time, and then right there, man, I was like, I thought I was bringing it back. I used to have pretty good luck as Scorpion, but yeah, Kitana's the go-to for this. Especially that jump punch into the fan lift, that works really consistent. Well, not consistently, but more often than not, let's say that. Oh, I love that triple skull juggle. Love it.
Shang Tsung wins.
Alright, then I gotta fight this jerk. So far we haven't lost even the secret boss, and then he comes in and beats me. So, spoiler alert, I don't kill him the first try. Now sometimes right there when you do the fan lift, or Baraka's Blade Fury, sometimes he just walks right into it, or does his shoulder charge into it. And then other times he stands there, and then backs up, throws the spear. It's like, you jerk.
Feel the power of
And then yeah, you can spam Baraka's blades. I had some bad luck with it. That's how I used to be on the Super Nintendo, Baraka, man. I just eat these, eating that foot.
weak, pathetic fool.
Just got whooped.
I
So-
rule this world.
Not the best trade. See, and
Shao Kahn, bow prepare to die.
I wish you could hear that whole line. It always cuts out. Now I love this, man. Get this fool, man.
Feel the wrath.
Grab him. That's like punch him in his dumb face. You can do that to Kintaro too. It's hilarious. I love that move with Jax, dude. Just grab him like this giant with 4 arms, and you just grab him and just start wailing him in the face.
You will
That was my
die.
big disappointment with Jax in MK4, man. I know they didn't, you know. Look at that. I mean, just got whooped. Not having the gotcha punch to me was like not having Scorpion Spear. Like, that's his main move to me.
You are not.
The gotcha, backbreaker, and the ground pound. I think those 3. I would say those are his main ones, man. Him not having that gotcha. It's like, hate it. I wasn't sure on the timing there. I was like, am I turning back or not? I'm pretty good about knowing my Shang Tsung morph timing because I played it so much, but every once in a while, it's like, I don't know if I've got like 1 frame to jump
Feel the wrath
and go ahead and do
of
this,
Shao
or if I'm turning back right then. This is the one I beat him on, so it wasn't too bad. I like how the low kick sounds intense when you hit Shao Kahn with it. Bitch!
Feel the wrath.
And since he annoyed me, I decided that's how I want to go out, man. Fuck this guy. Come here, bitch. Get that final punch? Take that, buddy. Boom. Very cool. Dun, dun, dun. Always like the little things down at the bottom. Yeah, where's Kano? Where's Sonya? There's one that says it's an anagram, like all the words are jumbled, like the letters of the words are jumbled up, but it says there are no animalities is what it once you unscramble the words. So I guess they added that in this version. I don't know what version was out whenever that was a rumor. You know, the whole thing was like, if you're Sub-Zero and you do the deep freeze move 50 times, you turn him into a polar bear or something like that. I remember hearing that. I'm like, nah, no, I don't think so. I tried it. I was like, man. There were very few rumors that I actually believed. But yeah, man, love MK2, dude. There's a few little things. I know I mentioned this before, like in my MK1 video, and I talk about how much I love that game. But I talk about subtle little details, and one of those things is like, for instance, Mortal Kombat 1 has a dedicated credit music, right? And this right here is the exact music that we get from the intro. So once this finishes, then it starts the intro. It's the same music. And like when you beat Shao Kahn, the music that it plays is cool, but it's also the music that's used whenever you are about to fight one of the secret characters, and it's also used whenever you're entering your initials. Also, like you've got the Portal music and Khan's Arena is the exact same music, and the stages are back to back. And the music doesn't change when you fight Kintaro or Shao Kahn. So regardless of whether you're fighting a default character or you're fighting the bosses, it's the same. So just subtle stuff, but man, I'm telling you, love this game. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.